When Flight 782 from Chicago to Atlanta prepared for boarding, passengers hurried down the jet bridge, eager to settle in before the storm rolled in. Among them was an elderly black man named Mr. Lyle Carter, dressed simply in a faded gray jacket and carrying an old briefcase that had clearly seen better days. He handed his boarding pass to the gate agent with a warm smile, only for her to frown and scan it twice. "Sir, there must be a mistake. This says first class." Before Mr. Carter could respond, a supervisor swooped in, eyeing him from head to toe. Without asking a single question, she snatched the pass from his hand and printed a new one. "Economy, back of the plane," she said sharply, waving him away as though he were an inconvenience. The nearby passengers watched but said nothing. Mr. Carter simply nodded, thanked her, and quietly made his way down the aisle. As the flight progressed, turbulence shook the cabin, and a kind flight attendant named Maria noticed how calm and composed the elderly man remained. When she asked if he needed anything, he only said, "I'm fine, dear. Others need you more." But minutes later, chaos erupted. A group of executives in first class began demanding to speak with President Carter, who was scheduled to arrive in Atlanta for a major corporate summit that evening. They were frantic apparently. He was supposed to fly on this very plane. The gate agent insisted he had never checked in. The supervisors panicked. The CEO sponsoring the event begged the flight crew to check the passenger list again. And that's when Maria noticed the name she had read earlier on the man's boarding pass. Lyle D. Carter, president of Carter Global Industries, one of the nation's largest black-owned companies. She rushed to the back, finding him seated quietly in a cramped middle seat between two snoring passengers. "Sir," she stammered, "they're looking for you. They didn't know who you were." The entire plane seemed to hold its breath as Mr. Carter stood, his dignity radiating despite the humiliation. When he reached the front of the cabin, the same supervisor who had dismissed him paled instantly. "Mr. Carter, President Carter, I'm so sorry. I didn't." He raised a gentle hand. "No need," he said softly. "Respect should not depend on titles." The crowd fell silent, and when the plane landed, dozens of passengers moved by his grace lined up to shake his hand, while the CEO publicly apologized and reinstated his first-class seat on every future flight. But Mr. Carter only smiled and said, "Kindness is the highest class there is."